Many of us have questions about who we really are.
Sometimes I lay there just thinking, where have I come from?
I'm desperate to know.
And what our future holds.
I don't look like anybody in my family.
Now, amazing advances in DNA technology mean those questions can be answered for the very first time. You were in a concentration camp when you were a kid.
From 9 months old.
From our families
I didn't think that my parents were secretive.
to our ancestry
My whole life I've not known. Where am I from?
to our health.
It's really crazy for a blood test to decide my future.
Working with leading geneticists, genealogists and doctors,
We have the results.
we're going to help people unlock life-changing secrets
Wow.
If my dad is capable of doing this stuff, does that mean I am?
through the power of a DNA test.
This is going to be the hardest case I have ever been involved in.
Our DNA doesn't lie.
Oh my goodness.
It was really clear.
Really?
But are we ready for the truth?
Oh my God.
During World War II, US soldiers fathered more than 22,000 children while they were stationed in Britain. 78-year-old Maureen believes that her father might have been one of them, and now wants to know the truth. This story is particularly special for me because I know Maureen's son, Tommy. Tommy is a singer on Strictly Come Dancing, and we became pals when I was a contestant on the show in 2018. Hey, hi Maureen. How are you? Oh, here she is, here she is.
Thank you.
Lovely to see you. Oh, listen, thanks for having me. Delighted we could do this, Tommy B. I'm so delighted that it's all worked out because Tommy messaged me.
I thought I've got to ring Stacey and just let her know about my mum's story.
It's very exciting.
Ace. Okay, so if you're happy to, Maureen, tell us what you would like to find out.
Well, I was 19 when I found out that my father was not my biological father. That's when the bombshell dropped. My mum was white.
Right.
And my father, as I knew him, he was black. He was from West Africa. When I was 19, my mother, she broke down and said, "He's not your real father." And that was all she told me. It hit me like a brick. My mother shut herself down then. She didn't really want to talk about it. And I just left it at that.
For decades and decades.
Yeah.
Why do you think your mum kept it a secret?
In them days, it was one of the biggest shames ever, wasn't it? She didn't tell anybody, except her best friend. And it was her that told me about who she thought my father was. All she knew is she was seeing this guy. She believed he was an American serviceman that was over here at the time during the war.
So she told you
Yeah.
it's possible that your father could be an American GI?
That's right, yeah. That's all she gave, nothing else.
Wow.
Hard, isn't it? By the time my mother was pregnant, he'd already gone back to America.
He never knew.
No.
He's gone back to America just not knowing.
So I suppose in an ideal world, we're wanting to find out full name and then whether or not he has relatives that
Siblings.
are still around.
Whether we have, yeah. And also, I'd like to know where this music's come from.
Because all your boys are so musical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't think it's from my dad's side. I think it's more from my mum's side.
the way I like to dance. I used to go to the disco every week. I'd do everybody's washing and ironing to get me pocket money. Dancing was my life. That's when I met my husband. The music was always there. I think that's what got us together. We just went out and danced all night. Tom and I got married, and then I had my 3 lovely boys. From a very young age, they were very talented. They all sing, and they started off as a little group and called themselves the Blaze Brothers. Always thought to myself, where on earth did all this talent come from? Might go back to New Orleans or somewhere like that.
How often do you think about your biological father and if you have any of his traits?
Yeah, because you do think about it, you think, well, I wonder. You're just wondering all the time these days. You really are, you know. Yeah. But it is hard. Sometimes I lay there of a night just thinking, well, who am I? Where have I come from? You know, I've come from somewhere. Well, I don't know. It's the not knowing.
So this is massive.
It is massive. It's for all of us.
Maureen is going to the University of Leicester to meet Professor Churi King. As one of the UK's top geneticists, Churi's experience analysing DNA might be able to help Maureen discover the identity of her father.
Hello, Maureen. Come in. Come sit down.
Hello.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you too.
How can I help you?
When I was 19, I found out that my father was not my biological father, which was unbelievable at the time. It was a good friend of my mum's that told me that my biological father could be an African American GI that was over here during the war. This is like 1943. He was based there and then he was sent back to America. I've got no surname to give you, unfortunately. So hopefully I might get to find out something about him.
We actually know that there were about 240,000 African American GIs here in the UK during World War II.
Yeah.
We know that there were about 5,000 African American GIs in 3 camps around Liverpool, so twice as many African Americans as there were white American GIs here. And friendships grew, there were dances, they were meeting in pubs, so there's plenty of opportunity for relationships. And we know that there were about 2,000 mixed race babies that came out of these relationships, so you're definitely not on your own. Mm-hmm. It sounds like you'd like us to try and find out who your birth father was and whether or not you've got any living relatives in America.
Yeah. I'd like to know, not just for me, for my children, my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, to see if there's anything I can leave behind. And also, I'd like to know where all the music comes from in my family, because it comes from somewhere. I've kept all this to myself from the age of 19. I'm now 78 years of age, but now I'd like to find out.
So what we're going to do is we're going to take your DNA. So we're going to be looking for people that might be a cousin, a second cousin, and from that we can start to build family trees and hopefully give you some sort of answers as to who your birth father might have been.
Oh, that'd be lovely. It really would be lovely.
Because Maureen has no information about her father, her only chance of success will come from finding any relatives on her father's side who may have previously taken a DNA test. "79-year-old Jackie is one of over 3 million children orphaned during World War II. For nearly 60 years, he and his wife Lisa have been searching for any information about his past. They're hoping analysing his DNA can finally give him some answers. Hello, Jackie.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
So nice to meet you. I've been so looking forward to it.
It's very nice to meet you too.
Likewise.
I love the way you talk.
Oh, God, not many do,
I do.
actually, Jackie. Not many do.
You're good. You're good.
I feel so lucky to meet you. You grew up in North London. You've got Jewish folks.
Jewish folk. I had a terrific life. I was just a regular Jewish North London kid. I was adopted by two loving people. We never got kisses like they do today, but I knew they loved me. But the big bombshell was when I was just about to get married to Lita. I had to prove that I was Jewish to get married in a synagogue. And they said, you're going to have papers to prove it. And my mother had...
certificate, whatever. Yeah.
And that's when I found that horrible news. I was born in Vienna, and I was 2 years, 8 months in a concentration camp.
You were in a concentration camp when you were a kid?
From 9 months old.
A baby?
A baby.
Jackie, are you happy to try and describe how that moment felt when you realised I was in a concentration camp?
It's totally unbelievable. It's the stuff of nightmares to find out that I'm not English, these are my parents, and I came from a concentration camp.
Jackie's parents had hidden an awful truth, that as a young Jewish orphan in Vienna, the Gestapo had sent Jackie to a Nazi concentration camp called Theresienstadt.
It was a holding camp for sending people to Auschwitz. 15,000 children from my camp went to Auschwitz and were murdered on arrival. How I made it, I still don't know. I have no memory of Theresienstadt at all. But I still carry the trauma of the situation.
At the end of the Second World War, 300 orphans who survived the concentration camps were flown to Lake Windermere in Cumbria to start a new life. Jackie was 3.5 years old when he first came to England and was soon adopted.
As far as I know, I arrived in the UK in August 1945. All of a sudden, my life was completely different.
To try to give Jackie a normal life, his adopted parents pretended that the past he vaguely remembered was nothing but a childhood nightmare. You arrived at the concentration camp when you were 9 months old. You left when you were 3, which begs the question, why weren't you killed?
Well, this is where I've even toyed with the idea, the possibility that my father was a Nazi who may have said, leave him alone.
Not my boy. How would you feel if that were true?
At my time of life, whatever happens, the good, bad, and the ugly, I'm prepared for it.
What is it that you're hoping to find out?
In the end, anything. I'll take anything. Any piece of the puzzle I'm prepared for.
And what has Lita been helping you over the years, trying to find any
Very much so.
information?
Lita has been my rock. She's a woman that blows you away.
Oh, look at you. You're now romantic, Jackie. Can't wait to meet her.
I first met Jackie when I was about 18. My brother was his friend. And one day he knocked on the door. He was bubbly and very carefree. But this guy that I fell in love with wasn't just a simple, fun-loving guy. It was Jackie with a past.
Hello. Stacey, how are you?
I'm fine.
So nice
And
to
you?
meet you. I'm really
And
well.
you?
You've been together for 58 years, which is such an achievement. That's
It
incredible.
is, isn't it? I'm waiting for my medal.
Quite right. Nice. You got any photos of your wedding?
We have.
I never used one of these before.
Now you have
Is
to
it
twist.
clear?
You
My
have to twist.
word. Lita. Goodness me. Lita, I know this is a really cheesy thing to say, but you look like royalty. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
I mean it. You look so dashing, Jackie.
Oh, I haven't changed. I'll leave you two to have a little natter.
When your Jackie found out that he had spent time in a concentration camp, how did he react to that?
Well, he was just dumbfounded, really.
Did you say to Jackie, look, we need to try and find out more?
Yes, we tried everywhere. It's taken all our married lives, really, trying to unravel the past. All we have is his mother's name, where she was born, where she was sent to be killed. He just doesn't know who he is or who he was.
And it hasn't got any easier as the years have
No.
gone on.
It's actually got harder. He'd cry, I'd find him crying in the shower and say, "What's the matter?" And he'd say, "The pain, I can't bear the pain."
If we're able to find information, will it change your Jackie's life?
Well, it would give him some peace of mind that he's done as much as he can. And there is nothing else. There is nothing else.
Having heard Jackie's story, I want to talk to Churi about how challenging his case might be. Churi, I have met a guy called Jackie. He survived the Holocaust. He's obviously desperate to try and find out a bit more about his family. How realistic is it that we're able to give him this kind of information?
Okay, that's really not going to be easy, and that's for two reasons. So first of all, in the Holocaust, 6 million Jews were killed. When you do this kind of research, you see multi-generations of a family are gone. Now, if you look at kind of a normal family tree, so this has been done with both DNA, but also with traditional kind of genealogical records. What happens when you upload somebody's DNA? Chances are there might be a first cousin or, you know, maybe a second cousin who's already tested, and you find those matches and you use those matches as a jump start. Now with Jackie, knowing about, you know, he's a Holocaust survivor, there aren't going to be the first cousins and the second cousins and the aunts and the uncles in the databases. Chances are they were murdered. The other thing is the records. The Nazis went to town on getting rid of the records. They burned down synagogues. They had a kind of systematic process where they were getting rid of Jewish records. Presumably, they're trying to get rid of not just the people, but their existence, their communities, their ancestry. It all goes.
I suppose for you as well, Churi, you're physically seeing the holes.
It's really heartbreaking. We hear 6 million Jewish people, but it feels like just a number. It doesn't feel real. But when you start to follow family trees and you find generations of families gone.
Despite a lifelong search, the only concrete information Jackie has ever found was his original birth certificate. This included his birth mother's name, but the entry for his father was left blank. DNA testing is now Jackie's last chance to learn any information about his family.
Come on in.
Thank you.
Have a seat. It's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
How can I help you?
Well, there's a major missing part of my life. All I know is that my mother, Elsa was her name, she was Jewish. My paternal side, I have no knowledge of. He could have been a non-Jew, he could have been a Nazi. Because why did I survive in a concentration camp? I also used to dream about knowing the possibility that somebody out there somehow could have made it from my past.
So it sounds like there's sort of two questions there. Can we say anything about your biological father? And the second is, can we find any living family members? So in terms of your father potentially being a Nazi, that is not unheard of, because we know in 1939, for example, in Nazi-controlled Austria, there were over 4,000 marriages between Jews and non-Jews. Obviously, what we want to be looking at is whether or not we think your dad might have been Jewish. So we're going to take your DNA and we're going to be putting it into databases around the world. And what I'm looking for, does it look like what's coming back from your father's side seems to come from the Jewish community or not? Now, in terms of finding relatives, I think that's going to be particularly difficult. I mean, the loss is really extraordinary.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard job,
It's a big journey you're going on. You've got people here, you've got social workers, counselors, knowing how difficult it's going to be. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
I can tell you, I think this is going to be easily the hardest case I have ever been involved in. We will pull out all the stops, I promise.
Oh.
I so want to find you some answers. There you go.
With no information to go on, Churi and our team will now start analysing Jackie's DNA against the 30 million people already on worldwide databases.
Isn't it ironic that such a small specimen can open a big, big door?
I'm really hoping we can do that for you.
They will be trying to discover his father's ancestry and if any distant family might have survived the Holocaust.
I do believe that the music comes from Mum's side. She'd always sit in the kitchen, sing along with me, and I'd practice harmonies and things like that. Mum's been there for us all the way. She's given us everything, all her life. I think after becoming a dad myself, you get to think about things like what Mum has missed out on. It's heartbreaking. How are you feeling about the results coming up?
It's quite exciting. Really looking forward to it.
It's always in the front of my mind. It's like I wake up and think of it every day. Fingers crossed. Might find out who Grandpa is. Grandad. I wonder if
You've never been able to say them words, though, have you?
No.
I used to think, oh, well, you know, I don't miss what I haven't had. But you do, believe you me. Deep down, you do really miss it. And it eats you away and eats you away.
Several weeks after her first visit to Churi, Maureen's health has taken a turn for the worse.
I've had 2 strokes, and then I had open heart surgery. If I hadn't had this surgery, I would not have made it.
Maureen is still not well enough to travel, but she's been desperate for news. So I've come to Liverpool to give her the results at home. Hello, mate. How you doing? Are you all right?
Good.
Oh,
She's in there, go on.
Hiya, Maureen. Hello.
Hello, darling.
Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry you've been poorly. You look great.
Oh, thank you. I feel good. And I've had my hair cut.
Yeah. A visit to the hairdressers goes a long way.
Are you ready to have a chat?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Will we go through to the living room? So, Maureen, when we first met, you had 3 big questions. Who's my father? Are there any living relatives? And the boys are so sort of musically gifted. Where does that come from? And it's worth saying, actually, this was always going to be quite a difficult one to crack because we had so little information from the start. So really, we had nothing to go off. We didn't even have a name. Churi and the team started by analysing your DNA, and they uploaded it onto these various different databases worldwide. We had to look at these databases and try and determine whether or not you shared any DNA with the 30 million people on these registers. Maureen, your result was really clear. We were able to really start to piece together your family tree. We found loads of 3rd and 4th cousins, 5 second cousins, 3 first cousins, and then we found out who your grandparents were.
Wow.
Oh. So that then confirms the identity of your father.
Oh my God.
Your father was an African-American man.
Just knew.
Wow.
Oh.
Are you all right?
Oh no, it's wonderful.
Would you like to see a picture of your grandmother?
Oh, yes. See?
This is a photo of your grandmother, Ida Walls.
Oh my goodness.
She was born in 1877, lived in Fayette County in Tennessee. So it's just outside Memphis.
That's amazing.
Oh my God. That's your grandma?
Yes. So I did have a grandma.
Ida Walls. from Tennessee. How many children did she have?
She had 9 children.
Really?
6 of those children were boys. Only 2 of her sons went to England to become GIs in World War II. Julius and Augusta. When we were looking at your DNA, it was clear that Julius's children were your cousins. So your father was Augusta Walls.
Oh my God, jeez.
This is a photo of your father, Augusta Walls.
Oh my God.
He was born on the 24th of February in 1914. He lived in Fayette County, Tennessee, and he was a farmer before he went off for the war. The Walls family were forced to work as slaves in a plantation in Tennessee up until the late 19th century. What's remarkable is that the family members today only live like less than a mile away from this plantation.
You realise that's your granddad? Yeah. As well as my dad.
Yeah.
It's fabulous, isn't it? At last.
Oh my God.
He passed in 1978.
Oh.
He never had any other children.
Oh my God.
You were his only child.
Wow.
Oh my God. Didn't know that he had a daughter in England. Had he known?
Such a shame, but at least we found out, haven't we?
Yeah,
You know,
it's just so lovely to have an image
isn't it?
and a name. And to see great-grandma there looking so proud,
Yeah.
you know, on her porch in Tennessee.
That's it.
Wow.
We've been in contact with some of your living relatives.
Do they know?
Really?
Maureen, they're so excited to meet you.
Really? So we aren't we?
I need another one of them.
Oh.
Oh, God.
And they've actually made you a video. This is your family in America.
Hi, Maureen. I'm your cousin, Karima. I am very happy to meet you. I live in Los Angeles County, California.
Hi, Maureen. My name is Rahima, and I live in Chicago. And this is my son. Want to say hey, baby?
Hey.
Oh.
Hi, Maureen. My name is Bernita Johnson, and I am from Memphis, Tennessee. And honey, I'm as Southern as they come. I was so excited to hear about this new addition to the family. Can't wait until we're able to meet in person or talk on the phone. And I'm looking forward to hopefully meeting you one day.
Hopefully someday soon.
Bye.
Oh.
All right, bye.
Oh, that's lovely.
Oh.
Oh, thank you, Stacey. That's brilliant.
Oh, wow.
To get all that and then they want to meet us. It's just... It's amazing.
There's just one last thing to show you, if that's okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Please do so.
It's like Christmas just keeps
Isn't it?
coming, doesn't it?
I remember you saying, I wonder if this creativity and music can run through DNA on your father's side. And it appears it does.
Really? Oh.
So we found out that one of your cousins, Joe Nathan Walls, he was a totally brilliant musician. He played the saxophone with Howlin' Wolf.
Oh, my gosh.
Uh-huh.
I know Howlin' Wolf. It's quite legendary, isn't it? Brilliant day. Brilliant day.
What a wonderful day for me. I've been so terrified to get here, but it's been well worth it. Thank God I came back for this. Thank you so much.
I'm just so thrilled that we were able to find this information.
You all right?
Yeah.
You done it. You done it.
What I found out today is beyond belief for me. It's been a long journey, but now I feel at peace. I actually can't wait.
Today, Maureen and Tommy are meeting their American cousin Karima for the first time.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Hey, Karima.
Hi! Oh my goodness! Oh, it's lovely to finally see you guys.
Oh gosh.
This is lovely.
I'm here. My cousins.
I know. We didn't expect to find any result. Mum's found her dad and
I know, that's
cousins.
amazing.
Yes. We didn't even know he had children. No one knew he didn't have any children. And I can see the family resemblance. You have so many features of my great-grandmother. You can see it right away, and it's amazing. I'm like, wow.
This is so brilliant. It's so brilliant. Oh, wow.
Yes. My dad is still alive, so he'll play the piano for everyone and start singing for everyone.
I want to come and play the piano with him.
Oh, he would love that.
Oh, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. I'm seeing more of Mum and Grandad.
Yes.
It's nice to get up in the morning and hold his picture and say, "Good morning, Dad." Oh, you don't know what that means to me. I've waited for 78 years to be able to say that. And that's my dad.
That is amazing.
It is so beautiful.
I'm so happy for that. Oh my gosh.
It's a great day for us.
It's a fantastic day, yeah.
Really
And
is.
I'm so glad this door's open and you've let us in. It's lovely. Thank you.
I didn't want to say goodbye.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Same here.
It's just.
Thank you so much.
It's so
much.
lovely to see
Thank you
chat with
as
you.
well.
And here we are, family.
Here we are. Family. Love you both.
It's amazing. Wow. Wow.
Come on, Mum.
Thank you.
Oh.
Before Jackie gets his results, he's come to visit his oldest friend, Bella. One of the only other toddlers who survived the concentration camp, Theresienstadt.
For me, Bella is about as close as you get to family.
Jackie was separated from Bella when they were adopted by different families and were only reunited as adults.
She shares a past that is extremely hard to understand. How we got through such a horrible situation.
Bella has tried to help Jackie remember the childhood that he was told to forget.
I remember you when you were little. You had that lovely lot of black curly hair.
Haven't changed a bit. What year did you arrive in Theresienstadt?
In 43.
I probably showed you around. We didn't have a normal upbringing, did we?
Well, we didn't have any upbringing, so I think we actually brought each other up to a certain extent.
I think.
Yeah, we became a family. I don't know if you realise, but I've always thought of you as a brother, and that means a lot.
It's something really special, isn't it?
It is.
It still puzzles me why we survived.
Well, I have a theory. The children that were taken to Auschwitz from Theresienstadt, they all had a family member with them to carry them.
Yes.
Or to look after them.
Yes.
And we didn't have anybody.
No.
Also, I don't think they wanted to waste ammunition. I mean, they thought we were going to die anyway.
Yes.
So how are you feeling about the DNA? It must be very...
Anxious would be the word, I would think. And it's so important to give some identity, some flesh to the bones.
Well, I do hope, you know, you get some results. I know that it's a very rocky road. It's not always what you want or expect. But I think even if the knowing is not good, it's actually better than not knowing, isn't it?
My life is being consumed by my past, more so now than ever before.
After nearly 60 years of looking for information about his family, today Jackie is going to finally get some answers.
I think my father could have been a Nazi because why did I survive whilst 15,000 children went to their death in Auschwitz?
I just need to know the truth about my family.
It's lovely to see you again.
Lovely to see you too.
I know that you've been on a lifelong search, so I can tell you that we have been working on your case pretty much every day since I last saw you. We have had a team here, but also across Europe, working on this.
Good to hear.
And I know that one of your big questions was about whether or not your father was a Nazi.
Yeah.
So what we did, you'll remember, we got your DNA and we uploaded it to databases.
Yeah.
If your father was a Nazi, what we would be looking for is matches with non-Jewish populations.
Yes.
In Germany and Austria. So when we uploaded your DNA to the databases, unequivocally across all of them, the result was really clear. You are coming back as 99% Ashkenazi Jewish. So we think almost certainly your father was not a Nazi.
Good to hear. I really am very pleased.
As I'm sure you know, there are two main Jewish groups within Europe. So you've got the Ashkenazi Jewish populations in Northern Europe, and then you've also got Sephardic Jewish populations who tend to be sort of more around the Mediterranean area. So your matches are coming all around here. So we know this is Ashkenazi Jewish area where you get the Jewish populations. So it's Austria, Germany, Czech Republic.
Yes.
We can't give you your father's name.
Right.
And that's because the Nazis did a real job on destroying Jewish records. It's like there's a huge hole in the database.
So that's about as close as you could get with my dad, yes?
I've got a little bit more information to give you.
Okay.
So, as we're looking at the database and we're seeing who you're getting matches with, we were getting some distant matches. And some of them were looking interesting. The matches that you're getting back are surnames like Sussman, Kern, Kornfein, Gottlieb. But then someone turned up in the database. This person was sharing quite a large chunk of DNA with you. frustrating thing about the DNA is it doesn't give you the exact relationship, but it's telling us that you must share a grandparent or a great-grandparent with these people. Because we have your mother's name, we were able to build her family tree. But the surnames we're getting through your DNA, we cannot connect them in to your mother's side. So our feeling is, this is your biological father's family that we found.
That's terrific.
So did a little bit more research and traced other family members and had them take DNA tests. I can tell you that some of your relatives made it through the Holocaust. Very few, but some of them made it through.
What I was praying for.
They live here in the UK.
This country, oh gosh.
Yeah. They're either your first cousins or your second cousins. We think they are your closest living relative. It's a lot to take in.
You've blown me away. Thank you very much indeed.
You're welcome.
Hi, Stacey.
Lita, how are you? Lovely to see you.
And you.
Let's see. Hi, Jackie. Hello, mate. You feeling okay?
I am feeling very good.
Okay.
Did you find out anything? Can't wait any longer. Nothing or something? Cousin? Well, that's good. Alive or dead? Really? And where are they?
In this country.
This would be on his mother's side?
No, my father's
Turn
side.
his father's side.
Oh, on his father's
Yeah.
side?
Yeah.
Right. And I'm so happy for him and for me. It's great news. I'm over the moon.
I've got some bits I'd love to show you if that feels okay.
Be more than okay.
So I've got some photos here
Oh, gosh.
that I'd love to share with you. Okay, so these are the Sussmans.
Yes.
And we think this is your great aunt, Anthony. This is your great uncle, Samuel. These are their children. This is Irene, little girl. So the same family, but a bit further down the line. We know that both Samuel and Anthony were killed in Auschwitz. But Irene, we know she managed to escape. She moved to the UK in 1937.
Is she still alive?
She isn't, but her children are. And this is a photo of your first or second cousins,
Gosh.
Tony and Alex. So they're brother and sister. They're in North London.
To think they're down the road all this time.
So we really believe
Well done.
that these are your closest living relatives, Jackie.
It's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
Gosh.
They really want to meet you, Jackie.
I think we want to meet them.
I had a feeling that would be the case.
What did they say when they were told?
Would you like to hear what they said?
Please do.
Hi Jackie, I'm Alex and this is my younger sister Tony, and apparently we are your closest living family.
Hi Jackie, can't wait to meet up with you and your family and for you to meet our families, and I hope it won't be too long till that happens.
It's totally unbelievable what you've done. It really is. You hit the jackpot.
Share DNA. You're cousins.
It's a life-changing situation for me. And I'm not alone anymore.
Are you okay, Lisa? How are you feeling?
It's more than he could have wished for.
Jackie, thank you so, so much for allowing us to help you with this.
What you've done today made me a very happy man. Beyond my dreams. Beyond my dreams. Today, I am meeting Tony and Alex, my family. For 60 years, I've been looking to find out that they're alive in London. It's just wonderful. To gaze on somebody's eyes and look at somebody that is related to me. It's very emotional.
Welcome. So lovely to meet you. Oh, wonderful.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Come in. You haven't got any, never come across a blood relation?
Nobody. You two are my closest living relatives.
Well, okay. What they do with DNA now and everything is,
It's opened a massive door.
you know, it's just amazing. We just knew what family we've got.
Yes.
Never thought
There
anybody
was
was
no
ever going to turn up again. I mean, at this stage, you know, you just
No,
don't
you
expect
just-
it. It's just, you know, a miracle. They're happy tears, I hope. Amazing.
Tony and Alex are going to be a very important part of my life. It's quite amazing.
I just need to know who's my sperm donor father.
Doctors were like gods then. You just did what they told you.
Always looking, thinking, oh, could be him, could be him. Because it literally could be anybody.
With sperm donation, sometimes you can have some really unexpected surprises that come up.
All right, you all good?
Yes.
I've been through many challenges. It's really crazy for a blood test to decide my future.
I know you were very worried about your children. So the lab have looked at your DNA and we have the results.
My question is, did my father murder my mother?
Oh, Faye.
If my dad is capable of doing this stuff, does that mean I am?